All right, welcome back to Scott Traders Hub. Yeah, it is a beautiful morning. Sorry, apologies again. There's some issues I'm still handling with sound, and I hope it's going to be okay very soon. So apologies on the sound background noise. Apologies for that. I'm still figuring it out. So yeah. As usual, you know the drill. Let's pray and get started. Father, we give you praise for this morning. Thank you that we are back here. It's 5th of August, Lord, and we're in the first week of August. Thank you for your grace. Thank you for yesterday's analysis and insights and the profits that you gave unto us, Lord. And we say thank you still for today's profits, because we know that you've already provided them. We are just here to take advantage and grab them. We give you praise. We love you. In Jesus' name we've prayed. Amen. All right, so without any further ado, we start with Crash 500. So yesterday, those who were with us on the analysis, you know that we made money on several assets. I'm going to talk about them, but let's start with Crash 500. So Crash 500 yesterday, we knew that buys were continuing, and you can clearly see that they came to our TP level right about there. Now we're supposed to be starting sales. So it's still an issue here. The sales are not ready, so unless if you're a scalper, then you can look for a scalp trade for a sell, because we are getting into sales, not buys. We are now overbought. Yeah, right now as we speak, we are overbought, so I can't tell you to look for buys. Buys. I can only tell you to start to anticipate sales, because we are now oversold. We are now overbought and ready to start sales. So as you clearly see that, it's going to give us sales anytime from now, but I can't enter. I can't enter now. I can only just wait for the sales to come through. I can only wait for H4 to give us the signal for the sales. Now that when we get a signal of sales on H4, then there you can enter even a swing trade. But there was an entry for us to sell this asset. In fact, if you want to sell it, you can sell it, but not exceeding this level right here, not exceeding there, because it can easily return back from here to go back according to H4 into buys. So if you can enter your sales right here to come only around here, but I'm not going to enter. I'm just going to be patient. Crash 500 is not that a big asset, so I can't even waste my time on it a lot unless it's having a clear structure for me. Boom 1,000. Boom 1,000. So boom 1,000 yesterday. Yesterday we wanted a retest, and then we continue with buys later, but we didn't see the retest, so we can delete everything here. The retest only happened to happened to come back only to this level, so it's nothing that I was looking at, I was anticipating, so I can now delete that. And you can see, even if I was to buy it, I was to buy it when it breaks that level, but still you can see it was a short one according to H1. Now we have a change of character on H1, meaning sales are coming through, and this is one of those that you don't have to wait. In fact, I have to enter right here. It's one of those that you can't afford to wait. Yeah, this is one of those. There's a pullback on H4, so you just put your stop loss right there. You don't want to have a big stop loss like we've been doing on other assets. But now, where are we anticipating the retest to come back to? Okay, we have price rejection there. This is our low, our high, so we can use that, and we take our profits on the Fibonacci retracement, meaning we do this. So high and low according to H4, meaning if I go to H1, I can first look my first TP around here, and that will be my first TP, which will be like a 1 to 1 point something, and then this would be my second TP just around there. So I'm going to go for my second TP around here. I'm going to go for my second TP. I see if it can come for that, but the first TP, guys, is right here. This is your first TP right there. That is your first TP on 61.8. On 61.8, that should be your TP, your first TP. So don't force this one. You can just keep on trailing and make sure you don't. If you can enter 2 times, or when you reach here you take partial profits, if you know how to take partial profits. So I'm in with my sell, yeah, but I think I'm going to enter again because I see on M5 we are likely to spike again, and I come in with a second entry. So for now I wait because I'm likely to get my second entry. All right, so that's it on Boom 1000. Yeah, the sale is good. The sale is good due to that change of character on H1. That's why we've decided to make our sale entry right about there. All right, now let's get into Boom 500. Boom 500. Right, so Boom 500, so Boom 500, we saw yesterday we wanted what? Yesterday we wanted this move, but it was having a low momentum. You can see the whole day it played around there. And didn't give us anything. So now we can drag that around there, and we get to see now the sell come through. But is it ready to give us a sell? Not really. From what I'm seeing, it's not yet ready. I don't see it ready. So go to M15. M15 is oversold, I mean. If it breaks this, then it's going to continue. Down. But if it fails to break it, it may just go halfway and then come back strongly with a sell. So for now, I'm not ready to do business with these assets. Up to now, we are still looking for the same move. We need a sell and to come right about here, then we can enter buys. So for now, no business. Yes, price is below my 10 MA even on H4, so which is a good thing, So if you decide to enter now before you can wait for a retest, for a pullback probably, then you have to put your stop loss just around above this candle of H4. Yeah, if you decide to make your sell entry now. Alright, so let's see. 15 is not clear. No. They are all showing me oversold, so it's very hard for me to enter right here. But if it breaks out, if I see a breakout right here, immediately I will enter. Right here where it is, I can't enter. But if it makes a breakout and I see a breakout and the candle closes, a M15 candle closes, I will immediately enter the sells. That's it. V25S, Volatility 25S. Excuse me. So this is still one of those that it's still not having a clear structure, but yesterday we made money on it. I believe you guys made it. This was a move. Let me show it to you here. So when I saw something like that, I told you guys we have to enter. Why? Because this was a what? This was a heads and shoulder. So I told you we enter sells. But of course I wanted my TP to be here. I didn't hit it. So this was a trade right there. I entered late wanting to reach all the way here. So all this was profits. So it came and took me out in my stop loss in profits. Now I made another entry of a sell later, and I left that to run overnight, and you can see it took me out today morning. My TP was on this order block right here. It did not reach it again, so it seems that I'm not going to see it reach it here. So what can I do? I just have to change. Now. So this one can now no, it has to count to it. So first delete this and that. Drag that there. Let's see, what are we seeing? I see buys, of course. I see buys. Coming through. That's what I see. Okay, so if that's the case, according to H1, what is H4 saying? Buys. Yes. So it wants to take those high to give us a new higher high, then it comes for a pullback. To come all the way down below. So now come to H1, M15. Okay, the buy is on M15, M5. I just have to wait for the pullback on M5 and I'm in, and then I get in. So let's wait. Where are we supposed to see something? like our entry probably right here, right about there. That can be my entry right there. I'm gonna put my limit order just in case it comes around when I'm on another asset, but if it fails, then it is going to continue with buys because we are already in a buy trend. All right, that's it on the V25. Let's now go to V75. So V75, we made money yesterday, and I hope you guys those who are on VIP actually made this money, because I shared it with V25S and Boom 500, I believe. Yeah, Boom 500 we were selling. Let me see. Yeah, Boom 500 we were selling, so we sold here up to there, we took some profits there, and again I entered another sale here, so it kept on playing games, you can see, but we knew that it was selling, so it took me out again there, giving us a fake breakout. That's where it took me out, but I was supposed to enter it today morning right about there. Anyways, that is Boom 500. So those were the assets that we entered yesterday. Now this one, this is the money right there. You can see it hit our target. So I entered 3 times. I entered here, took me out again there. I entered here, took me out here again. Didn't hold. I didn't keep holding my stop loss where it's supposed to be, so Torres came and took me out in profits. Yeah, as long as I'm making money, I don't want to lose what the market has already given me, so that's why I keep on trailing my stop loss. But you can see it hit the TP clearly. All right, so after that we remove history. Let's look at today. So having hit that TP, the sales began immediately. The sales began immediately. So if we go to H1, we can see now we have reached a retracement level on CCI. Not yet, but we are almost reaching it. So if I go to H4, we are still looking for buys. So this is just a pullback according to H4. Let's look at that. If we use that as our high and low down below, it means it's coming around here. It's gonna come around here. It's gonna come around there, and then it continues to give us buys. But I want to let you know that this can be again a tricky one. Yeah, since daily we had a break of structure, but then price came all the way back to the highs there, up there. If I go to weekly time frame, price hasn't touched that order block yet on weekly, so go back to, you will all know that the general trend is a sell. That's it. Due to this move and due to this sort of like a horizontal channel, price has been moving in. So right here it's gonna be like a pullback to this level, and then we come in with buys again, probably to reach there or to come around this level again, because this has been also some kind of a resistance level. Price has been failing to break it. So this or there, and then we continue with sales. Because sales are the general trend. That's what we need. Remember, this right here is where we are seeing another kind of support level. It's coming all the way there, right here to on that order block. So price ever since then, it has not gotten any strong momentum to continue with sales. When it reaches there, it is held up. This was almost a break of structure, but it was a fake one. Price returned inside that channel. All right, so now if I go to H4, I clearly see that I still need to buy this asset. But how do I do that? I need to wait for the retracement, and the new H4 has just started. Yeah, and clearly you can see price has now reached our retracement level on H1, meaning M15 should be looking for buys. So all I need now is a reversal signal on M15. Once I get that, I will be good to enter my my buys. So all I need is a reversal signal. Excuse me. All I need is a reversal signal on M15. Yes, right now I'm still seeing that as a break of structure, but I'm oversold down below here on CCI. So I need a reversal signal, then I enter buys. These buys will be according to H1. These buys will be according to H1 and M15. So if I go to H1, I can use my Fibonacci, my Bollinger Band, to see where I want to get my buys, my sales to start from. That means I'll be anticipating price to come about there, and then we come in with sales, just like according to M15 and H1. So probably around there, that's what I'll be anticipating, but only and only if we get a reversal signal. Right now we don't have any reversal signal, so we can't do anything. We just have to wait for it. All right, so now let's go to jump 50. Jump 50. Jump 50, yeah, it's still a no-go for us. It's still playing within this kind of a channel. You can see resistance up, support down below, and price is playing within here, but we all know that it's going to later continue with sales. That's what we need. We need it to continue with sales to bring us all the way down below. That's what we need. So how are we going to see that? Price is below our 10 MA according to H4. According to daily time frame, is below our 10 MA, meaning sales are on, is a general trend. According to H1 though, price is now getting above our 10 MA. If I go to M15, the same thing. So it means price is now looking for that kind of a move, and hopefully it can react around there or break and continue up there, then it comes with sales. So meaning here I have no business with it, because I am led to enter. The perfect sniper entry was right there when price actually was here. Yeah, when it came and tested this order block, when it came and tested that order block right about there. So for now I have no business with it. It's continuing with the buys. I may not enter that buy, even though I know it's going to go all the way up there, and it may even exceed it to go all the way up there. So for now, no business. I can't enter now, because if I enter now, my stop loss, I will be forced to put it right here or just below here, and that will be a big one. Yeah, I'll be risking a lot. So I rather leave it and wait for the sales, because the general trend on the higher time frame is sells. J25, we knew the sale was coming, and yesterday all we wanted was price to reach this order block, which is according to daily time frame right there. That's why we didn't enter it, because it was very near. It was around there and it reached that order block, and you can see today's candle has started as a buy candle. You can see it clearly there, and I told you when we reach here you're likely to start buys, because daily now is oversold. According to weekly though, we are supposed to be continuing with buys, I believe so, according to weekly time frame. So I'm going to just leave that, go to H4 now. I need a reversal signal on H4 to be sure of the buys. Yeah, so without any of that, I have no business with this asset. So I will probably wait for H1 or H4 to give me a reversal signal, because clearly this is a break of structure according to H1. According to H4, that is also a break of structure right about there, so you don't have any business with it until price comes back again and fails to break the lower low, and then you can anticipate buys. But until that happens, we are not trading this asset. I'm not risking anything here. Yeah, leave it even on H4. Go to J10. Let's go to J10. So J10, we needed this yesterday, and you can see the whole day it kept around that area right about there. The whole day around there, and it gave us a fake breakout, went back inside. So I believe now we are going to continue with buys according to H1 and H4. So I can easily enter buys right here. Let me see, M15. Yes, I can easily enter buys here. This is no doubt. We just put it at 0.2, and I'll put my stop loss just below here, and this will be my target as usual. You know how I do this. I'll be looking for that. I can even bring it a bit closer just to be not to. I can look for a 1 to 3 or a 1 to 2. In fact, let me look for a 1 to 2. Let me look for a 1 to 2. This is a 1 to 2 right there. Let's see a 1 to 3. 1 to 3 is around there, so I can go for a 1 to 3, and I'm out of the market. So yeah, so that's it. I've gone with a 1 to 3 right there. That would be my target. If I went up there, that would be a 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio. So that's it, guys. That's it. We've locked in our buys. We've locked in our buys on J10. Lastly is gold. So gold, what happened? Gold. So yesterday, of course, we knew the buys are continuing, but we wanted a pullback to this fair value gap. We didn't see it. This pennant continued. It continued with the buys, but as you see, it continued shortly, almost entered. Actually, it entered back inside there, but it's trying to come back again. Now remember, this is liquidity that cannot just be overseen. Market can't just overlook it and leave it like that to remain. So price has to come back and grab that liquidity, and that's a sell that we are looking for. That's a sell that we are looking for before we can continue. Remember, we have a change of character here on H4. That is a reversal signal for buys. And now that we know that we are looking for buys, general trend on H4, we can't afford to just enter buys like that. We also need a pullback, and this is a perfect pullback that we can only wait for. So can we enter sales on H1? Yeah, because we have a change of character right there. Can I do it on M15? I believe I can, even though M15 is not ready. Oh, M15 is not ready. M15 is not ready. I can enter on H1, but M15 may first give me a pullback. So in a scenario like that, I have to wait for M15 to be ready for buys, for sales. So I have to wait. I have to wait. I have to wait, because now I know M15 has to first go back up again. So that's why I will have to first wait. That's why I will have to first wait. All right. That's it. Now I can wait for the sales. Probably price is going to go back up there, then I can come in with my sales. So I need sales from there. Once I have that, I can come in with sales to bring me back here, and then I enter buys. So this can go, delete, and now we have that. All right, that's it on gold. Today I'll be looking for sales. According to H1. Yeah, but on M15, price may first give me this kind of a move. So according to M15, price may first give me that right there. Then I come in with my sales. So be very careful with what you're looking for. Yeah, because we are likely to first go in the buy and then later come in with a sell. And now that I know that, I think I can enter my buys right here. Now that I know that of what I've just seen on M15, I can enter my buys here. I'll put my stop loss below my 10 MA, and I'll be looking for my TP right there. Just about there. Yeah, just about there. That's where I'll be taking my profits from, and then I wait for the sales to come through. All right, so that's it on gold today. All right, let's do a recap and we call it a day. So we started with crash 500, I told you sales are coming, and I told you I couldn't enter. Now you can see where it has started from, right there. The sales are coming, and I think we enter sales. That pullback happened. Now we can enter sales. So you know it's not ready on H4. That's a problem. It's not ready on H4, so I don't want to trade crash 500. Let me leave it. Boom 1000. We had entered a sell, and I see I was taken out immediately. It spiked once and it took me out, and immediately started to sell again. Let me see why. Why? Okay, and it's going to end up being a fake change of character. It's just a fake change of character, so I have no business with this. It has just taken me out, so I have no business with Boom 1000 now. Yeah, no business with it. Boom 500, I have no business with it until it breaks this level, because I wanted to get my profits just around this area or to this order block. Those were my target levels. This was another target level right about there on that order block, but now it is still playing games, so I just want to leave it for now, because it has already taken me out. Boom 500, Boom 500, it has broken out. It has broken out. I had told you we can easily enter sales there, but H1 and H4, they are still looking for buys, and H1 has reached our retracement level. M15 has reached oversold, so it's a bit crazy now. I told you that if it breaks out, I would immediately enter sales, but looking at what is happening on M15, I may not. Yeah, this, I told you it was continuing with buys. How I wish I had entered, but I wanted it to return to this so that I can enter buys, clean buy with a good stop loss. So it has continued, so I have no business with it unless if it comes back before it breaks out, then I can enter. V75, we want buys to go back up there, and we are not yet ready for the buy. We need a reversal signal on M15, so until then, no business with it. J50, unless it comes back, we cannot enter buys. We can wait for the sales, because it's a general trend to sell on higher time frame. J25, we also need a reversal signal on H4, then we can enter buys. J10, we entered buys. We are somehow in floating losses, but I'm not worried about this. I'm just going to wait and see what happens, because the buy is still on. Yeah, we're still looking for buys, so I'm not worried about it. I will wait and see what happens. So we are in with a buy on J10. Then lastly is gold. We entered our buys and we have our stop loss there, so we are going to buy it and then later we sell it. That's the trick. We are buying it and later we sell it when it reaches that level there. So that's the thing today. I hope you guys have had a great time. So our focus is on gold today. We have already entered gold, and then J10, we've already entered our buy. And let's see which other one. Probably even V75 once it gives us a reversal on M15, then we can enter buys. Otherwise, that's it for today. V25S has already left us, so we have no business with any of those. Yeah, so it's V75, J10 and gold. Those are the ones we are focusing on today. Let me wish you guys a good day. See you tomorrow same time. Tomorrow is a Wednesday. I may not. I have a meeting which is not yet confirmed, 100%, but I may not be around tomorrow. So apologies on that if I don't make it for the analysis. But let me wish you guys a good day. See you anytime. If I don't see me tomorrow, then that means Thursday we will be on. Have a lovely day, guys. Bye bye.